Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news. The NFL landscape is buzzing with rumors, and this time the focus is on an eye-opening potential trade that could shake up the NFC East in a way we haven't seen in years. Word on the street is that the Pittsburgh Steelers, sitting at 6-5 with a solid but somewhat expensive defense, especially after T.J. Watt's holdout, are considering a bold move. And the target? None other than T.J. Watt himself, one of the most disruptive pass rushers in the league today. Now I know what you're thinking, Watt in blue? It may sound like a fantasy, but the whispers suggest that the Steelers might be open to trading Watt for a second-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, with the Giants being a prime candidate. And if this happens, it could be a total game-changer for the Giants and the entire NFC East. So why would the Steelers consider parting ways with Watt? Well, it's a combination of cap space constraints and strategic rebuild plans. Pittsburgh is currently tight with a $2 million cap hit, and with Watt holding out for a new deal, they're looking at a tough financial situation. Plus, the team is focusing on rebuilding their wide receiver core and secondary, which are areas they're actively targeting in the offseason. The Steelers have been a tough, gritty team this season, but losing Watt would be a significant blow to their pass rush, one that could drop their sack numbers by around 30%, similar to what we saw with the Browns after losing Myles Garrett for a stretch. That's a huge drop for a team that relies heavily on Watt's relentless pressure. On the flip side, for the Giants, this potential trade could be nothing short of transformational. T.J. Watt's arrival would elevate the entire defense, especially when paired with Kayvon Thibodeaux. Imagine Watt lining up opposite Thibodeaux, creating a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. It's not just about individual stats. Although Watt's numbers are impressive, with 106 career sacks, 150 QB hits, and a PFF grade averaging over 91, it's about the pressure he generates that opens up opportunities for others. His ability to consistently pressure the pocket, force turnovers, and collapse the line would give the Giants a true pass-rushing duo that could rival some of the best in the league. Now, let's talk about the impact on the Giants' defense if this happens. Adding Watt would likely push the team's total sacks from around 35 to close to 60, transforming the pass rush. This kind of boost would significantly improve their overall defensive metrics, dropping points allowed per game from around 25 to approximately 20. It would also increase third down stops. Imagine going from a 39% success rate to over 55%, making it almost impossible for opponents to sustain drives. The PFF grade would skyrocket, potentially hitting 92. 0, reflecting a defense that's relentless, disciplined, and disruptive. But it's not just about the raw numbers. Watt's presence would change the dynamics of the entire defense, especially in clutch moments. His ability to generate pressure on third down and in critical situations would elevate the Giants' chances of winning close games. The Giants' coaching staff would have a versatile weapon, capable of lining up in multiple spots, creating mismatches against offensive tackles and forcing turnovers. His track record of forced fumbles, 10 in 2024 alone, demonstrates his knack for creating chaos and turning defense into offense. What about the impact on the division? Well, an addition like Watt would send shockwaves through the NFC East. The Eagles and Commanders would have to double down on their offensive line and game plan, knowing that Watt and Thibodeaux could be a nightmare for quarterbacks. The Giants' defense, already solid, would become a dominant force capable of carrying the team through tough games. This kind of dominance doesn't just help in the regular season. It's a serious statement heading into the playoffs. The NFC title odds could shift dramatically, and betting markets might see the Giants' chances of making a deep postseason run increase from a modest 18% to well over 30%, especially with a defense that can smother opponents. And let's not forget the strategic side of this. The Giants have been in a rebuilding phase, and while their offense has shown flashes, particularly with Daniel Jones improving and Saquon Barkley still being a key piece, the defense has been the backbone. Adding Watt would give them a clear identity as a team that can rush the passer at an elite level, forcing turnovers and creating chaos. It's a bold move, but one that could redefine the Giants' trajectory for years to come. The idea of having Watt and Thibodeaux terrorizing quarterbacks is almost too tempting to ignore, especially when you consider the Giants' needs on defense and their desire to contend now. Of course, all of this hinges on whether the Steelers are truly willing to part ways with Watt. The team's management is reportedly weighing their options, and sources suggest that Pittsburgh could be motivated by the need to clear cap space, rebuild their WR and secondary units, and perhaps even prepare for a future without Watt if they believe they might not be able to re-sign him. The Steelers have been resilient this season, but losing Watt would be a blow, and they might prefer to get something valuable in return rather than let him walk in free agency next year. Meanwhile, the Giants have their eyes on the prize. They know they're still in the playoff hunt, sitting at 2-10 earlier in the season, but that record doesn't tell the full story. They have shown resilience, improving certain aspects of their game, and with a few strategic moves, they could turn things around quickly. The addition of Watt would accelerate that process exponentially, giving them a legit shot at climbing the standings and making a push in the postseason. It's about setting a tone, about showing the league that the Giants aren't just rebuilding, they're reloading. Now, for the fans, this is the kind of move that energizes the entire fan base. Think about it. Watt's impact on the field is undeniable. His relentless pursuit of quarterbacks, his ability to force fumbles, and his overall presence would be a huge boost to a defense that's already promising. It's about building a legacy, about cementing the Giants' reputation as a team that can load up with game changers and compete with the best. If this trade happens, it's not just a short-term fix. It's a statement that the Giants are serious about winning now and building a dynasty on the defensive front. And the best part, this isn't just speculation. Some NFL insiders and analysts like Adam Schefter and Jeremy Fowler have hinted that premium pass rushers like Watt could be available in trade talks. The Giants, with their cap space and draft capital, could be a perfect landing spot. It's a high-stakes chess game, and if the Giants make the right move, they could be the team that seizes the moment and changes the entire division landscape. In conclusion, this potential trade isn't just about acquiring a player. It's about transforming the Giants into a true defensive powerhouse, capable of contending for Super Bowls. Watt's presence would be a game changer, elevating the team's entire defense, intimidating opponents, and giving Daniel Jones and the offense more opportunities to succeed. The NFC East would be rocked by such a move, and the Giants fans would finally have a defense that lives up to their legacy of toughness and greatness. It's a bold move, but one that could set the stage for the Giants to rise once again as NFC contenders, with a defense that strikes fear into everyone on the schedule. The future is bright if this deal goes down, and for us Giants fans, it's an exciting time to dream big. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. Do you believe this trade could be the move that finally puts the Giants over the top? Would you be willing to see Watt in blue? Let us know. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news, because this could be just the beginning of something huge.